room where I was not. And
Right.
they're like, oh no, you need to know this person, you know.
Yes.
And it had nothing to do with how fly I am, how dope I am. Um, they didn't just know me. These women said, you need to know this person, period. Okay. And that, to me, that's so dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have to do that. They could have kept it all for themselves.
Yeah.
And to know that to know that my name is in rooms where I'm not, in a positive light, um, that's everything.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like you literally at home minding your business.
Minding my own business.
And I'm like, oh, my ear is feeling a little hot. I hope it's good news. Next thing you know, it's like, hey, so-and-so told me about this, you know, let's connect over this. And it's like, wow. And I think that's the biggest thing as part of the actual concept of reaching success is like all of the corporate spaces that I have been in, what they kind of give you day to day is this feeling of not enough. You're not enough. We're gonna give you change for your salary. There's not enough time in the day to do the work. So you have to come back every day, and fighting and having a competition with the people that you're with to get positions. And it's like this constant reminder of Black in all of these places in society, really. And when I decide there is enough comes. You know, literally believing that there is more than enough for all of us to eat. There is more than enough for 700 million creative entrepreneurs, because no one really does the exact same thing. And like knowing there's more than enough changes how you move. You know, I think having to be on survival mode is also part of what creates the fear. Because you think about, oh, bills, oh, you know, I gotta pay this one thing, oh, what if? And it's like, that's a trap. And my therapist literally said, she's like, that's how they keep you though. And I'm like, it's a Black therapist for me. And it's like, but it's true, because had I not gotten fired last year, I don't think I would have left as much as I wanted to.
Right.
Because I was worried, because I've been working since I was like 18, 19, nonstop.
And it's
and I still ain't have enough to save no money and do no things. And it's like, what you fighting for? It's wild.
Yeah, it's funny because I have a story idea, a concept that I was writing sort of around this, but in a thriller kind of
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, in a thriller kind of way. And I'm trying to think of his name. What's the guy's name? It's very what is his name? Is it Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yes. It's very Jordan Peele-esque in that way. And it's something that I've been thinking about for a while. It's still, I have not written anything, but it's still in the concept.
Ruminating. It's ruminating.
Yeah, it's still written down in concept form, but I really want to do it. But I want it to scare the shit out of people. But in a sense,
to the point that you start thinking, I'm here for it. Yes, we're here. I will await this to be a thing. Looking forward, because yes.
I'm just finding different ways to tackle it, but that I definitely want that to be a thing. And just even talking, I'm like going to different spaces because I'm like, okay, I want to.
Yeah, I just finished submitting some stories, so my brain is also like
every time like a keyword pops up, it's like, oh yeah, gonna do that. Yeah, because
I'm here for that.
It really is scary, but no, it really is.
It's the scariest shit in the world. People die over it.
Yeah, but you should be scared when you know the play when you get to a place where you risk your dream. I feel like that's the scariest shit ever. You know, not just a dream, but like something that you know is supposed to happen. When you risk that, you play with that.
Yeah.
When you allow other motherfuckers to play with that, that shit is scary.
That's super scary because it's like you're literally, it's like you're a ball and you threw yourself into a ring of people that you don't know if they know how to play. You don't know if they play rough. You don't know if they just gonna let you fall to the other side. And it's like,
you don't know if they got little needles and they just gonna pull all the air out of you,
girl. And I think I also kind of feel like the audacity of you to not bring your gifts into this world. Like that's something that I hear very loudly. It's like, how dare you when I gave you this gift and you just gonna
you're sitting just
in this desk right here doing none of the things that I get. What are you doing? How dare you? Like there's an arrogance there.
It's like a muscle too, because like if you don't use it, you do lose it. And you know, it might not be in the traditional
way. It will be rusty as hell. And if you're a writer, you're gonna be like, what are words?
And sometimes when you lose it, when you even try to rebuild, it's never as
it's harder.
Yeah, it's never as potent as it could have been if you would have been actively working on it. You know, even with singers, you know what I'm saying? Some singers go through like, you know, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and then they try to sing again, they get clean, they sound all right, but that voice is never, it's gone, you know?
This is true.
So
this is true. It is a muscle.
Yeah.
Wow. It is a muscle.
But yeah, so it's like you absolutely should be scared that you are going to leave this.
Be afraid. I think even especially for Black people, Black, Indigenous, you know, I'm Latina too, so all of them.
Right.
Especially us. We are the dreamers. We are the source of creativity. We are the blueprint. And for us to conform into a space that is just the same boring shit all the time, you're literally suffocating that existence out of you. Like the dream is not just there every day because it's not real or it's not tangible.
There's a reason.
And the fact that the whole world works hard for you not to want to obtain it says something.
That's proof positive that you need to go for it.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to make you not do it. There's a reason for that.
It's like, wait a minute. Be paranoid about that. Because that is also a thing.
Yeah. We have to get to the point where we decide that if no one else is going to show up for us, then we'll show up for ourselves. And that's very important. No matter how scared, you could be shaking in your boots. Show up for yourself.
Yep. There's freedom in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm really focused on like the easeful, joyful ways of getting to liberation. You know, for my therapist, she created a wellness center that has a monthly membership, and she's like, I just want especially us to learn like healing doesn't always have to be this hard, miserable road. Like there is joy that can be found in the healing process. And I think that applies to life. You know, like there's going to be things that are going to knock you to your feet and you're not going to know what to do with it. And you're going to cry and it might hurt, but like what you do after that, I think is the most important part.
The recovery.
You know, like, are you gonna get back up, or are you just gonna lay there and be vulture meat? You know, or are you just gonna get back up and be like, all right, well, you know, this hurt. I was down for 3 counts, but we gonna get right the fuck back up, and we gonna try something else or do this again.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? We already know, like we said it earlier, you already know what it's like to lose. So don't brace yourself so hard. You already been through that, you know.
Right.
And if you don't, at least you can say, if you don't win, you can at least say you tried it. You know what I mean?
And celebrate every step of the way.
Absolutely.
Because I think we forget, like,
the small wins, the little things
that add up.
Mm-hmm. So much. And some days you need those little things,
Yes.
You need it, especially when you don't have anything else to hold on to. Sometimes those little things are right there. It's tangible. You're like, well, I did do that. So let me be, happy about that, if only for today.
Right. And I also think of it like, if we thought of our, what we call little wins, right? Mm-hmm. If we thought about it like in a tip jar, mm-hmm. and it's like, okay, you put $1 in there and you put another $1 and you have all of these micro wins, mm-hmm. like go back to your like tip jar and see how much you got in there.
Yeah, you might got a little bit of something.
I lived off of tips for a long time, and I would be spending money like a drug dealer, okay, on tips.
Right.
I was not a stripper, y'all. Let me just say that was not that was not the place of employment that I was in. But like sometimes I know for me that there have been wins that I've had that I'm like,
it was all right.
And it doesn't feel, like this big thing, but it's like, why are you looking for the big thing when you're here right now doing things that old you could never?
And that a lot of people could never, if we're being honest.
That's true.
The average person might see that as a really, really big win.
Yeah.
So, we definitely, you have to get to a place where, yeah, it's okay to have a praise break. You know what I'm saying?
Have them often. I think I'm gonna start doing those.
Yes. Just give yourself some time, even if it's by yourself, whether you have to call up your homeboy, homegirl, like let's celebrate.
Your mama.
Whoever, like let's celebrate. We out here, we killing it. We killing
right.
it.
Have a celebratory whatever. I just bought pins for myself. Mm-hmm. That's how I be celebrating little things. I think in the changing of fear to success is also starting to move in and live like you're in that space. Mm-hmm. To think, okay, I can have ease and I can have abundance. And so, all right, as I bought my thing, I was like, man, these pins are expensive. I shouldn't even be buying this. But you know what? I'm going to do it.
Okay.
And the next thing, the universe is like, here you go. Because what did you do? You poured in a little bit to yourself where you usually starve. Get yourself gifts. Normalize luxury in your life. I think that is the new season that I am moving into. And it doesn't have to be, I don't know, some big like private jet rental or whatever, but like upgrade your seat one time and see how it feels. Order off the wine menu or drink menu, or have those soft, sheets. Like you sleep in your bed every day. Treat yourself good so the universe knows
what you expect, what you want.
Yeah, like set the tone for how you want to receive things.
Yes. All over the board.
Just all over it, yeah. you know, me being gentle with myself, what do I make space for? I make space for other people to be gentle